Hello and welcome to the new online student orientation. My name is Ryan Baltunis and I'll be your host throughout the entire orientation. You'll see a picture of me on screen. I promise you I'm not that serious or mean looking in real life. My duties here, I'm the senior online tutor with the Teaching and Learning Center at the University of New Mexico Valencia campus. I love my job and I love all the students, staff, and faculty here. My goal here today is to really make this online class that you're taking easier for you. I'm going to show you some tricks, some tips, and some navigation techniques to hopefully make you more successful in this class and hopefully increase your desire to take future online classes in the future. Now, I'll warn you, I do go a little fast throughout some of the orientation, but feel free to pause me, feel free to rewind me. I'll be with you every step of the way, and if you do have any questions or concerns, my contact information is all over the website, and it's all throughout the orientation as well. So, good luck to you in your online course, and let's get started. So the very first thing we're going to look at is internet browsers. You can think of this as airlines. Each is a different airline with their own amenities, but in essence they all get you to the same place and you're doing the same thing in each internet browser. The very first one we'll look at is Internet Explorer, which is probably the most compatible with Blackboard Learn, and it's the most widely used on all Windows products. So I'm going to go here. This is the Internet Explorer icon. And if you do not have Internet Explorer installed, I will show you how to install it. The website to go to is windows.microsoft.com /internet-explorer/IE-worldwide-languages. This should bring you to this screen, and you'll scroll down to your specified language. As you can see, we're doing it here in English. We're going to select the version, and depending on what type of operating system you have, whether it be 32 or 64-bit, you will install it that way. You'll click your version, download it, and follow the preceding steps. The next one we'll look at is Firefox. Now, Firefox also works fairly well with Blackboard Learn. If you do not have Firefox installed, you'll go to www.mozilla.org/en-us/Firefox. And again, you'll click the Firefox free download icon here and you'll follow the installation steps with that. The final browser that we'll look at is Google Chrome, which I'm somewhat partial to. If you do not have Google Chrome installed, you'll go to www.google.com/Chrome. Click the icon, the download Chrome icon here, and follow those steps. Now, I will include a website that includes some of the amenities found within each browser, and it'll be up to you for which browser you'd like to use when using Blackboard Learn. So, good luck. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to access the Blackboard Learn website. I'd like you to open up your browser, whichever one you're going to use, and in the search bar, type in learn.unm.edu. That should bring you to the UNM Learn login page, which looks just like this. Now this is one way to get here. There is another way to get here, and I'm going to show you that now. I'm just going to open up another tab here. Go to unm.edu. Okay. Now on this website, I'll go to My UNM at the top there. And I'll be prompted to enter my net ID and password, which I'm going to go ahead and sign in with mine. Now, on the very top here, you'll see these tabs. Now, you'll click My Courses. Now, WebCT was the old learning management system we had, and it's being replaced with UNM Blackboard or UNM Learn. So this section is not yet updated. However, this will be the way to get there in the next couple of weeks to the next couple of months. We'll see how that goes. But you'll see that you'll click this icon in the top right above here. You'll click that icon and you'll see that it brings you to this page. And I'm already logged in, so it brings me to this page with all the classes I need and everything. And I'm going to show you one last time here. I'm going to go back to this tab. And I'm going to show you that if I log in here with my net ID and password, it does indeed bring me to the same place. This is the first page that you'll see after you log in to Blackboard Learn. And on this page, you'll see a number of things here: messages, announcements, calendar, and my courses. So messages are going to indicate any messages that you've received in any of the classes that you're currently registered in. You'll see I'm registered in 2 under the My Courses. Announcements, if there's any specific announcements, whether it be through Blackboard Learn or your actual class, they'll be listed here. And also the calendar. Any events that are scheduled on the calendar will be listed here, and you can go ahead and schedule those events yourself, or some professors will indeed put calendar events on the course calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you how to maybe make a calendar entry, and I'm going to skip over to August, okay, just by clicking that arrow there, and I'm going to go to the 19th. August 19th, and I'm going to double click. It's going to bring up this screen, and I'm going to create this event as the first day, the first day of school. Isn't that exciting? This can either be a personal or it can be associated with one of the classes that you are registered for. You can indicate when it starts. It'll bring you this. It'll have you adjust time periods, hours, minutes, as well as any day you'd like to put it on or month. And the ending options are the same. You can include an event description, and you can make it a repeat event or an all-day event. If you put it all day, you don't have to worry about the times. If you put it as a repeat event, you can maybe say, okay, well, I want it to be Monday, Wednesday every week. Okay. It'll repeat weekly. It ends after 10 occurrences. I would actually put 16, which is the number of weeks that are in the semester. So just so that you make sure that you get your notification all the way through the semester. And again, you can type in an event description and just for demonstration purposes, and then we'll go ahead and save that, and it'll create that on that calendar. Okay. Now, to navigate back to the home page here, I'm just going to click My Learn on the top right. Okay. Brings me back to the main page. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about was notifications. I'm going to, on the top left here, I'm going to click Notifications, and it brings you to this screen. Now, you can get alerts, you can get what's new or what needs attention. My preference is the to-do list, so to speak. And it tells you what you need to do today, tomorrow, this week, and in the future. Very useful tool for keeping yourself organized. And the notification settings here are the same for all of these warnings. So I'm going to show you how to maybe modify a few of those for your needs. It'll bring you to this screen once you click the Edit Notifications button. And I'm going to click on the class that I'm concerned with. So we'll say it's a Bio 299. Okay, I'm going to click that class. And you'll see here that I can have notifications sent to me. I can have it sent via the dashboard, the mobile device, assuming that your phone number is associated with UNM, or my email. And you'll see that I like to get my notifications via email, and this is, I do believe, the default. You'll see that anytime an announcement is available, I'll get an email. Anytime an assignment is available, I'll get an email. However, if you did want it to appear on the dashboard, you could click the dashboard, or you could click mobile, and it'll be sent to your phone. Whatever you want, whatever's going to work for you, find what works, and keep on top of these classes. Online classes are a different animal if you've ever taken in-person classes. So be careful. Once you're done, you can click Submit at the top right of the screen, or also at the bottom right of the screen, and it should update your notification settings. So with that being said, good luck, and keep well organized. Thanks a lot. As you'll see here, I'm on the screen that you'll see after you log in to Blackboard Learn. And what I actually want to show you this time is within the course. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the CS 151 lab course. And just because I'm a builder, I have to go to student view. You won't have to worry about this. But what I'd like to talk about is this navigation here on the left-hand side. Oftentimes in classes you'll see assessments, assignments, calendar, discussion, mail, and some sort of course content or learning modules section. This is a disclaimer because every professor has the ability to change his or her course, and they do so. So every course you see is probably going to be a little bit different, but this has one of the broadest ranges that I could show you of any class. So we're going to talk first about mail. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click mail here on the left hand side. I'm going to create a message. Okay. Now I need to select who my recipients are going to be, or who my email is going to. So I'm going to click this little 2. And right away I'll see, okay, I need to email the instructor, Dr. Najib Mania. So I'm going to click on that, and oh great, I'm done, right? I just write my email and submit it? No. What you need to do is you need to use these little arrows to move the selected person to the recipients list. So that being said, I want to send my piece of mail to Dr. Najib Mania. I click this little arrow and it moves him over to the recipient list, and I know that any email I send is going to go to whoever's on this recipient list. Now, I often hear a lot of confusion about what CC and BCC is. CC stands for carbon copy, which is in essence just copying whatever email you're sending to Dr. Mania to another person, but it's to indicate that the email is not directed at them. They're copied to it so that they can read the content, but it's not directed at them. This BCC stands for blind carbon copy, and this is the same thing as CC, only Dr. Mania will not be able to see who you copied the course or the content of the message to. Now, when you're composing a message, I like to be as specific as possible. So say the topic of the week is MATLAB. I would say this is CS 151 lab, and the topic of my email message is going to be MATLAB week 1. Okay, week 1. And I would type in whatever I needed to say, and this subject just kind of gives the instructor a feeling of what you're talking about, and it better helps them help you, or at least puts them in the right mindset. I'd like to show you how to attach a file. Anytime you want to attach a file, you go down to Choose File. Okay, and let's send Dr. Mania a nice picture. How's that? So I'd go over here to the left-hand side, go to Picture, and look through my pictures. How about Star Wars wallpaper? I can either double-click that or single-click it and then click Open, and you'll see here that it is now attached to my document or my mail. So when I'm all done, I click Submit at the bottom right of the screen or the top right, depending on where you are, and that should send my email no problem. Now, the other thing is probably the most prevalent thing you'll see in online courses, which is the discussions area. We'll look at discussions, and you'll see these forums. We're going to go ahead and open this default topic number 1. And we're going to create a thread. Creating a thread is just like creating a message that's going to be posted to the topic of the board. Okay, when you're making your subject, make sure it corresponds to the assignment or the theme of the week. You know, don't put Happy Day 1 or something strange there. Just put, say, the subject is MATLAB and Microsoft Word, say. All right. Type whatever you need to do. We'll say MATLAB is really awesome. Okay. Now, I purposefully misspelled really there, and you'll see why. But you'll notice that every person in your online class is able to read whatever you post on the discussion board. So it's going to behoove you or benefit you to use spell check. Okay, so this program or this learning management system has a built-in spell check, which is very exciting. You don't have to use Microsoft Word if you don't have it, but I do highly suggest getting it. This little check mark with the ABC is the spell checker. So I'm going to click that, and it'll indicate a red underline when something is spelled wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and right-click that. Ooh, and it's not giving me any good suggestions for what I really want. It gives me the option to ignore or ignore all. Let me try again. So I'll put, how about like that? Really? We'll do the spell check once more and check that out. We'll right-click it. Gives me the option for really. And let's right-click this one. I don't know if you noticed, but I misspelled that one while we were trying to change really too. So we'll misspell that, and we have the suggestion for the correct spelling. And there we go. It looks like our spelling is pretty good. This is the name of a program that's not associated necessarily with the dictionary. So even though that's red, it's still correct because that is the name of the program. Now, when you're all done with this, you can also attach items to the discussion board. That's the same process. I'll show you how to do it one more time. We'll go to Browse My Computer. This time, let's search for a document. Okay, on the left side, Documents here, and we'll look at Robert. Open that one. Great. The name of the link to the file is robert.notebook. That works for me. I hope that works for you. When you're all done, you can submit it, or you can save it as a draft and come back to it later. However, knowing myself, I'm pretty forgetful. I would just get everything done as soon as possible, make sure it's right the first time, and move on from there. The next thing you'll see is assignments and assessments. A lot of the time, you'll see assignments that require you to upload files, and that's why there was so much emphasis in doing so. However, in this course specifically, there are no assignments. Let's check assessments. In this course specifically, you'll see maybe Survey 1. Let's go ahead and open that. Your main navigation keys are always at the top right or the bottom right of the screen. You can see that This is kind of the instructions telling you how to do it, what to do. Then we can click Begin. And I already completed this test, so I'll go OK, and it'll bring me back to this main page here. It'll actually give me the review of the test. See that? You can review which questions you got right. And again, your navigation is on the bottom right of the screen. It's this little OK button, which should bring you back to the original page you started at to begin with. So that's a little just basic into the course navigation. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. And one more time, even though this is on the website, we're going to use our resources. We have directory.unm.edu, right? And what's that guy's name again? Oh yeah, Ryan Baltunis, something like that. Okay, I need to call this guy. 925-8553, or you can always email me at rmbtunis@gmail.com or at unm.com. They both go to the same place. I'm ready and willing to help you, and I hope that you take advantage. So, good luck with your online course and your quest for knowledge. One of the most beneficial tools, especially for an online student, is the UNM directory. And I'm going to show you how to get there. So, in your search bar there, I'd ask you to type in directory .unm.edu. This brings you to this page, and on this page you can search for any person associated with UNM, as well as websites or organizations. And you can also find people via their email, their net ID, their work phone number, their title, whatever it may be. You can find these people. So I'm going to search all of UNM. If you'd like to limit it to faculty and staff or just students, depending on who you're searching for, that's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and type in Ryan Baltunis, which is my name. And you'll see here that it brings up my name, it brings up what I'm kind of associated in and what I'm doing here on campus, as well as my contact information, including my phone number, which is yet to be updated. It's 8553. And my email address. Now, this is a very, very useful tool when trying to contact maybe faculty that aren't responsive on Blackboard Learn, or maybe just another student that you need to get in touch with, who's in your class. Maybe you need to do a group project, whatever it may be. This is a great tool to utilize. And I'm going to show you one other thing. I'm going to search for myself by email. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the name and just search by email. So I'm going to type in RMBTunis, which is my email. And this is not case sensitive, so don't worry about that. I'm just going to go ahead and search, and it brings up my name and my contact information once again. So very useful tool. Make use of it, and good luck with your online class. The Valencia campus has a number of resources that I'd like you to utilize, and I'm going to show you how to find them. So the very first thing, open up your web browser, and in your search bar here, you're going to type in vc.unm.edu, which should bring you to the Valencia campus website. Now, the place to be here on the left-hand side is Departments A through Z. I'm going to go ahead and click that. It brings me to the department directory. This is where you can find every department on campus as well as their corresponding phone numbers. Great place when you're trying to find people. And I want to go over 3 departments in particular. The first one being academics, then financial aid, and then the library. So academics is right here, right off the bat. Why don't we go ahead and check that out. Academics is where you'll find all the information you need regarding professors. Oftentimes their syllabi are listed here. We'll go ahead and look at the syllabi for VC courses option. This brings you to this page. You're able to pick whichever semester you're in. We'll go ahead and look at summer of 2013. And you'll see here all of the courses that are offered at the VC for the summer semester. I'm going to go ahead and look at English. So this is an English 101 course. It's a section 501, meaning it's probably on a Monday, Wednesday. And the instructor is P. Gillikin. That's Patricia Gillikin. I'm going to go ahead and click that link, and look here. It brings me right to her syllabus where I can check out the course description, some of the objectives, maybe the course materials, the grading policy. There's a lot of info that I can find out from a syllabus, and I'm going to let you explore on your own there. So let me back out of here and go back to this academics page. This is also where the dean is housed. If you ever need to talk to the dean about maybe a grade change or a grade challenge, this is the place to go. You can schedule appointments, or you can email their department and go about it that way. Let's go ahead and look at financial aid, and I'm going to show you a trick here that not many people know, it seems. You're going to hold Control and hit F. By doing that, you bring up the Find menu in your internet browser, and we're going to go ahead and search for financial aid. So I'm going to type in financial aid, and look at that. It highlights it in the center of the screen. You can see it highlighted in orange. The financial aid office is here. I'm going to go ahead and look at their website, and these are the important deadlines as far as financial aid is concerned and when things really need to be paid. And also some of the important links here. You have student employment. I don't know of any purely online student employment jobs yet, but there's a possibility in the future. You can also find your FAFSA application here. If you need to complete your FAFSA application, go right ahead. And this is also a great area to look for loans if you do need to do that. But I would definitely suggest checking out the financial literacy page here before you choose to take out any loans. Okay. The last page that I'll show you, again, we're going to use our little trick where we're going to hold Control and press F. That's the Control Find. And we're going to look at the library. The library's website here. Let's go ahead and open that. And here is where you'll find, maybe book checkout. If you're looking for journal articles, you can search for those here. And I'll show you how to do that quickly. If you go to articles here at the top, articles, you can search for a number of databases or through a number of databases here. I'm going to look at the list of all the databases. And basically what happens in these databases is they compile journal articles or peer-reviewed articles for you to use in your research papers that you may have to use in whatever class you're taking. So definitely a place to check out and kind of explore. And I do believe that the library has videos as far as how to use some of these databases. So check that out. And the final thing we'll look at is movies. You can utilize this Films on Demand option. If you ever need to check out a video from the library and you just can't get here or you don't live here, Films on Demand, they have a number of their films online that you can check out and watch. All you have to do is kind of queue it up, and there's different areas of study. You can search for whatever film you're looking for if it's a requirement for your class, or if you just get bored and want to learn something, there's a lot of really great videos on here that you should check out. So good luck to you, and I hope this was helpful.